DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I hope you're well. Today is Thursday. Yeah. Often I make a video on Wednesday, but it didn't work out this week. So anyway, it doesn't really matter. So it's Thursday, and it's a nice day. It's actually very warm here compared to all you people, vloggers, compared to all you over in North America. We've got really warm weather. What is it? It's like, right now it's like 6 degrees Celsius. That's, I was going to say it's almost spring weather. Anyway, it feels warm. Yeah, there's even families. It's a week off for most people. It's the carnival week. There's no carnival this year, but and so there's quite a few people over there with their kids playing, but they just seem to be having a picnic. So very quiet. Mostly Asians, it seems. Very orderly. Yeah. Oh, so chatting about something. Let me see. Oh, it's been a crazy week. I won't talk about it, but it's been a crazy week. Yeah. And I was reading something though. I was hearing it actually on a podcast. I think it was a quote from Kipling, I think, and there was two quotes actually. One was a quote I heard this week about from Kipling, I believe it was, saying that you have to leave your country. Your country to get to know it, to get to know yourself as well. And the other one was, I think it was in a Steinbeck novel. Actually, it was in Travels with Charlie. Thing is, I don't know if it's a Steinbeck citation or Steinbeck was citing somebody else. That you can never go back home once you've left. And so it kind of they kind of contradict themselves in a way. And I guess the question is, do they or do they not? A lot of you have migrated, have left your homes, your childhood homes. Many have. Some are still, in the same town where they were born. But, things move, things change. And I think about myself, like when I look at the village and the region that I was brought up in, of course it's changed. It's become like a much more of a touristy place. It's become an artsy place. When I was there, it was a place for workers, and yes, there was a ski center, but the people that were there worked in the ski center. A lot of them worked in the ski center in the winter. They worked in the dairy in the summer. It was the same owner. Or the other half of the village, I was going to say, worked in the yarn factory. That's where my dad was working. And there was like a sawmill and a few things like that. But, it was basically a town that was owned by one family, I was going to say. Which now that these have moved on, and their kids have not taken over a lot of the businesses, and as far as I know. But like I say, it's become a very artsy town. The advantage was it was a town that was bilingual, and that was really a great thing. And it still remained that. It's one of the few towns or regions in Quebec, at least, which still have some type of English character left, and that's nice. Now, the both quotations, or citations where you get like, do you know yourself once you've left? And I think actually there's something to that. When you're in something, you don't always like dig deep into the way the people are, the way the atmosphere is, the way the mood is. And when you go somewhere else, it's always like, oh yeah, I remember how it was when I was there. And you do like kind of sometimes, at least I delved into what was going on into the town. I actually delved into a lot of the history as well through little newspapers and stuff like that, and discovered a lot about actually my town and even my relatives going through that. And did I find a lot about myself? I think I did actually. I think I saw like some of the community spirit, which I enjoyed then, and kind of yearn for sometimes. And of course, it doesn't exist anymore. It's hard to say. And Steinbeck was saying you can never go back, and there is a bit of truth into that. Like every time that I go back, some other thing has changed, or the people that I knew aren't there, and the people that knew the people I knew aren't there anymore. I'm over 60 now myself, so when you're there, I'm on some Facebook groups actually that are relative to my hometown, and these are like the children or grandchildren even of the people I knew. I mean, I recognized the family names, and there are a few people which are kind of like a little bit older than I am, and even a few that are around my parents' age. So I mean, in their 80s, which are still on that group. Very few actually, but a few. So we get to chat and share pictures, and it's fun because you do realize that the town that we knew doesn't exist anymore for nobody. And we're getting to know our town. It's funny because we are, in a way, because by being away and thanks to the social media groups, we're actually learning things, each one of us actually learning things about the town that a lot of us didn't know. So, there's things like that are quite interesting. What type of situations have you lived? I mean, by moving out or never moving out, or but maybe just changing neighborhoods, things like that, changing your circles of friends, and so on. Tell me about your experiences. I know that some of you have, moved across the country. Some of you, like myself, have actually changed continents. So, yeah, tell me what you think about it. Okay, that'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and the weekend's coming. Yes. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care.